All right, we're going to get y'all going. So we will start with our warm up today. We got a couple 3-minute AMRAPs we're going to go through. So first one, we'll go ahead and show you because you're going to do 10 of each one. This is just your activation to get things to wake up a little bit. So the first one is what you see Stephanie going through right there with that elbow wrapping towards her wrist and then back up to the ceiling. So we'll go 10 of those each side. Then we're going to go into 10 glute bridges. So this is just 2 legs on the ground, driving those hips up, squeezing those glutes tight. Focus on that, trying to get those things to wake up early in the morning. Then she's going to go right into 10 hollow snaps. So just snapping up, holding about a second, and then coming back down. So all those are 10. We're going to go through that for 3 minutes. All right, let's get going. I'm going to get this clock running. You guys can go ahead and start. So those T-spine rotations, 10 each side. Get it going, get it going. So remember, switch arms, Vicky. Right there, there you go. That should be a little easier. Just rotate down. Every time you bring that elbow towards the wrist, you should feel a big stretch in that mid back. What's up, McGee? There we go. Everybody's looking good. 10 of those each side. 10 each side. Switch arms, McGee. You got it. There you go. It'll always be a little bit easier when we get it with the correct arm. It's a little bit harder if we do the other arm, even though it's possible. It's just hard to balance with that other arm. Good work, folks. Once you get 10 each side, laying on the back, going into 10 glute bridges. What's up, Kyle? It's time to roll. Stephanie Adams is ready to go. Got the camo on today. I got mine on too. See if you can, I don't know if you can see it. There's a little strip on my shirt. And then my tights match it. That's how we're rolling. Once you get done with those 10 glute bridges, right into those 10 hollow snaps. There you go. Once you get done with those hollow snaps, we are just right back to that T-spine rotation. We got about a minute left, so you should get pretty close to 2 times through this. There you go. Everybody's looking solid. Let's get it. Hill to Bidle. Got that big kettlebell in the background. I'm going to use that today. There we go. About 30 seconds left. Just keep rolling through. Got a lot coming up today. We got like 4 or 5 different sections in this workout. It's going to be a good day. Everybody's going to be wide awake. Y'all get to get done with this workout knowing that you don't have to work out the rest of the day. You know, some of y'all I know are probably going to go work out again. It's all good. All right, we're going to go ahead and hop up. We're going to heat you up now. All of these are going to be 20 reps. So we'll say 10 each side. First one is skips in place, unless you want to skip around the room. 10 of those each leg. Then skater jumps, 10 each leg, side to side. Then you're going to go down into a tall plank and go alternating shoulder taps, 10 each arm. So we're going to rock that for 3 minutes, starting with those skips. 10 each leg, knees up, toes up, arms pumping, ready, set, go. Get it going. I want to see if you're all wait for the clock or if you just go ahead. There we go. So just try to get on those toes a little bit. Let's wake those calves up. Now you should have opposite arm to that leg that's coming up. Locomotion. Boom, there it is. 10 of those each leg, then 10 skaters each way. Wake them hips up. Get ready. Once you get done with the skaters, we are into our tall plank with a shoulder tap. There you go. 10 each arm. Looking good, Dolly. Keep it up. There you go, McGee. That looks solid. Come on, Kyle. Come on now. Got to find the coordination early in the morning. Rosemary hopped right up into it. There you go. 10 each leg. Once you get done with those skips, you are back to your skater jumps. Oh, Vicky, I like the movement on the skips out in the driveway. Good job, Wendy. And you got skips, skaters, plank. Everything's 10 each side. Still got about a minute and a half, so you should be heating up pretty well now. If you get on that third round, let's start pushing off a little higher on the skips, a little faster on the skaters. Everything should be ready to go. Let's get a little bit of lift off on those skips. Yeah, that's it. There you go. So we're going a little faster on the skaters this time, a little more push off on those toes. Just stay super tight on the shoulder taps. There we go. About 30 seconds left. You can keep, if you start another set, start another set. We're going to make sure you are ready to go today because we got some lower body work we're going to kick off after this. Oh, yeah. It's good to see everybody on here early this morning. All right, go ahead and take a break. And we are going to get you moving right into that first part. If you need to grab a little bit of water real quick, you can. Otherwise, I'm going to put this up on the screen. So we're going to do this for 6 minutes at your own pace. Remember, you've always got this up on the screen to refer to if you need to. So this is all lower body stuff. Everything's going to be 10 reps or 10 each side. So this is going to work your hips a little bit today. First one is 10 goblet squats. So if you have a kettlebell, we got those elbows down, tucked in tight, going all the way down to just about where those elbows touch your legs or your knees. You go 10 reps there. Then we're going to go into alternating step back lunges. So she's just going to take turns with legs and driving that knee down to the floor, keeping most of her weight in the front heel. Ideally, we're going to do that just like she is from that goblet position. And let's go. Let's see. If we're going 6 minutes straight on this, yeah, we're going to go 10. We're going to go 10 each leg on that. We'll see how that feels. And then you're going into alternating curtsy step back lunge. So that's our crossover step. And remember, it's not a massive crossover. It's just like you see Stephanie. She's just getting a little bit more than what would be a normal lunge. That's going to stress those hips just a little bit more. She keeps that front foot nice and straight. So that'll be 10 each side also. So just think about what weight you might have. If you got 2 weights, you can always squat heavier than you're going to do with those single-sided movements if you need to, because those single-sided movements are going to be tough because they're back-to-back. So 6 minutes, as many times as you can get through those 3. If you have a dumbbell, remember you can always hold it in that same position and just hold it vertically up and down. And everybody here has weights, so we're all going to rock some weights. All right, pick up that weight. Let's get ready. I'm going to put 6 minutes on the clock. If anybody needs any modifications, let me know, and I will be happy to work on those for you. I'll type it in the comments or just say it to you. But we are going in 5 seconds. Going to get 10 squats. Let's get it. Keep those knees out strong. Get nice and deep. Remember, we sit back onto our heels, but we grab with our toes. First set, 10 reps, probably not going to be too bad. Once you get 10, you see Stephanie's already gone into her step back lunges. Remember, your stance on that is about hip width, so we don't want to keep our feet too narrow, even as that foot drives backwards. 10 each leg. Good work, folks. I'm going to challenge y'all on this. If you can get through all 3 movements without stopping, give it a shot, and then you can take that like 30-second break or so. Everybody's looking solid. 10 each leg. And then we're going to that crossover step or curtsy lunge. 10 each leg as well. So those hips might start burning. Stephanie's starting to breathe harder. I can see it. I can see it on her My Zone screen as she's hitting that yellow. I know I'll be sucking wind halfway through that first set of lunges. Every time I go into lunges, I start breathing hard. That's it. 10 each leg, and then you're back into your squats. And if you need to rest, that would be an ideal time to do it. Count to like 15 or 20. And then roll on to those next movement. Vicky, you feeling good on those? Okay. Ooh, Stephanie went right into it. Here we go. Both Stephanies did. Let's get it. We're going to add a little flavor to those squats in the 3rd round. Everybody's in their first or second round right now. Remember, it's 10 squats, 10 step back lunges each leg, 10 curtsy lunges each leg. It's all going to depend on what weight you got. If you got a heavy weight, you might end up stopping a little bit. If you got a lightweight, you might be able to just keep cruising through. You might be able to find a pace that you can maintain. Either way, I'm hoping for everybody to get a minimum of 4 rounds in. I'm going to be back squatting before I do this today, too. It's going to be terrible. There you go. McGee, that's looking smooth. Good strong knees in the front, right over the toes. I'm digging it. Good control through that core, too. Got it, Rosemary. You ready? Got the garage cracked a little bit. It's going to be a good day. Probably a good day to run. Good job, heel to Vital. If we can, let's try to get that knee all the way to the ground out back. There you go. Yeah, I like that. That pace is a little bit better, too. So once you get to your 3rd set of squats, we're going to go 3 full seconds down. So whether you need to rest or not before, that's fine. But when you're on that 3rd set of squats, 3 seconds down every rep. There we go. So we got Stephanie rocking them. Rosemary's rocking them. You don't have to pause. You're welcome to. But we're just going slow on the way down. Once you hit that bottom position, pop right back up. Yeah. Everybody's got a really good pace going. I like the approach to this. Nobody's like outright killing themselves. Everybody's got a good size weight. We're finding a pace that we can maintain and do good quality work with. Ooh, I finally got Stephanie. Got it. So if keeping that kettlebell up high starts to wear your back out, like for me, it's really hard to breathe when I've got that goblet position for a long time. But if your back starts getting tired, you can always hang it down low, or if it's more comfortable, you can bring it around behind you and sort of hang that bell behind your head and just hold the handle. For me, that's probably where I'm going to end up going if I've got a heavier weight whenever I do this later. So, like, Kyle, you got a good-sized kettlebell. I don't know if you've had it back there, but you can, like, hold it behind you. It's going to change the mechanics of the movements a little bit, so you just got to be aware. Just let the ball of the bell hang downward. You were flipping it over. You had it. You can just hold it by the handle. So you see Stephanie? Go ahead and turn around, Stephanie. See how she's got hers? That makes it a little bit less stressful to hold that bell behind you. You will find that it might not get quite as big of a heart rate response. I don't know. At this point, you guys are all should be getting a little tired, so it might not matter in terms of that. But usually that goblet position gets a little more of a heart rate response with our MyZone belts. You got it. There you go. See, it makes that squat feel a little bit different when we put that weight behind us. Does that change anything, Stephanie? Okay. It's easy to get fatigued in that goblet position when you go that long. It's tough. Good job, Patty Kane. Keep it up. Yeah, I'm digging the sandbag. Love that. I love that pace. We got about 20 seconds left on this, and then we're going to let that lower body rest briefly, and we're going into upper body work. That's the one where you might want to hold it behind you or straight down. But we're done. Take a break. Good work, folks. Good work. So just get some water. Rest for about a minute. And then we'll start explaining everything to you. Once we get into this next part, you're going to need, we'll demonstrate when we get to it with a dumbbell and a kettlebell. So you can see both. And then if you have a box or a couch, anything you could do dips on, that would be great as well. But I am going to give you a body weight option for those dips. So we're about to work those pushing muscles up top for sure. Actually, we'll be down, then we'll be standing. It's a push. No, I'm thinking out loud. All right, so the first one is a dumbbell pullover. And technically, you could do this on, like, if you got an ottoman or a bench, you could do that. But we're going to demonstrate on the floor. So she's got that dumbbell horizontally, and she's going to use long arms to come down, maybe lightly tap the floor, and then come back up. This one you can usually go relatively heavy on, and it works out pretty well because you got two hands on one dumbbell. And that horizontal position works better when we're on the floor because it allows you to go deeper into the movement. The longer you can keep your arms, the more this is going to hit what we're trying to hit, which is the pecs and lats, and then you get sort of an indirect effect on those abs. This is actually a push press. Standing. I thought the same thing in my head. She goes, oh, no. So then we got our push press. So that was the pullovers are 10 to 12 reps, depending on how heavy your weight is. And then you got a push press, 10 to 12 each side. Remember, on a push press, those legs are doing a lot of that work. So you drop and explode up, pop on the way up. So 10 to 12 each side. Then we're going to head over to whatever you've got, and we're going to do some dips. So remember, she's not coming very far off of this thing. Hopefully this doesn't slide out from under her. So she's keeping her back very close, driving her elbows back, and then pressing up and squeezing those triceps. So that's also 10 to 12 reps. If she was to stick her legs out straight, that movement would get a little bit more difficult. Those are our three movements we're going to go through for 6 minutes. So if you don't have anything to do dips on, we're going to go with inchworms instead on those. So she's just going to walk out straight legs, walk out, and then do that push up, because that's similar to that dip, and then come back up, and we would say 10 reps on that. So you've got options. If anybody needs any modifications, let me know. And remember on this, if you got a heavy weight and 10 to 12 reps is really challenging, that's where you want to stay. If you got a lightweight and it's not, then you want to crank to 15 to 20 reps each set. So we really want to make sure we're getting some kind of challenge out of this, not just sticking to this because it's on a screen, but working on what we can with what weight we have. So we're going to go 6 minutes. We're going to start here in 10 seconds. So the first one is your dumbbell pullovers. 10 to 12 reps in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Long arm. So the straighter you can keep your arms on this, the better. This is not a skull crusher, not a lower tricep movement. You might feel it in those upper triceps that head up into your armpits a little bit. Remember, we keep that back in a steady position. Whether you want to lift your back up or press it down, just keep it consistent. Second one is a single arm push press. 10 to 12 each side. Remember, legs are going to help you on that. It's up to you how you want to turn that dumbbell. Usually a neutral grip, like you see Stephanie, works pretty well. It's a little more room. So the key on this, remember the leg movement is very small. It's not a half squat, definitely not a full squat. All I want you to do is bend your knees a little and then explode up. You're like a spring that's just slightly been compressed and then let loose every time you press up. There you go. You got it. And when we drop, it's just the knees driving outward. So don't think about shoving your butt back. Just let those knees drive out or go forward a little bit. Bring the weight down and then drop and pop up. There we go. Legs helping every time. It's like a quick down up. You're rebounding out of that drop. Oh, this is Stephanie's other favorite song. It's just the same band. You want me to skip it? Keep rolling, keep rolling. So 10 to 12 on on all of this stuff, unless you have a lightweight. When you are done with those dips, then we're going right back into those dumbbell pullovers. There you go, Rosemary. You got it. Long arms. The goal on these pullovers is try to get those arms by your ears if you have the range of motion in your shoulders to do it without moving your back too much. McGee, that looks solid, solid. Stephanie, that looks good. Adams, I like dumbbell pullovers on the ottoman. A little bit of comfort there. Kyle, that's a solid push press, buddy. That's what we want, that drop and then that quick pop. Drop and pop up. Dolly, long, so you're bending at your elbows. Let your whole arm go back behind your head. That's it, just like, yeah, there you go, perfect. Good work, Dolly, good work. Remember, everybody on the pullovers, special concentration on not dropping the dumbbell on your face. Just a little public service announcement for you. So let those legs work for you on that push press. It's like you had a weight that's too heavy for you, so you had to bring your legs in to help you just a little. Remember, as we go through our dips, we don't want to push ourselves away from whatever we're using. We just want to slide down and slide back up. Got it, Dolly. You ready? That's it. Good pop. Good pop on that. Yeah, Vicky. Hey, we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Adams, those are looking smooth. You're doing a good job staying close to that box and keeping your legs straight. That's solid. I see you, Patty Kane. Keep rocking. Dips on the cooler. Patty and, let's see, I don't know. Patty's might be like, that's like a case. I don't think that's a cooler. You and Kyle almost have the same case you're dipping on. 1 minute left. Whitney, that push press is looking smooth. Keep it up. Do want to keep that core pretty tight every time you're dropping on this. So those hips aren't swaying side to side too much on you. There you go, Joseph. That's it, buddy. You got it. You got it. We got a little bit less. We got about 45 seconds left. Just keep it up. Remember, keep that back steady so we don't want your chest lifting up real high as your arms go back. 20 seconds. A couple more. So finish up whatever exercise you were on because our time is up. If you can finish those reps, and then just take a break because we got some core work coming up. Grab some water, give you a little bit of time, and we're going to move right into this core work. I dismissed this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and demonstrate. We got 3 movements. Again, this is 10 each side or 10 total. And we're going to go 6 minutes, as many times as you can. So Stephanie's going to get into her side plank with that bottom elbow directly under her shoulder. Top arm is going to extend out, and then she's just pulling her elbow to her knee. So 10 of those each side, and the key here is as you pull that elbow to your knee to fight those hips wanting to drop on you because they're going to want to drop. You got to fight it. Fight the drop. Stop the drop. Yes. Got another rhyme. All right, and then we're going to go leg lowers. So if you can do this from a hollow position, it's going to be a lot more challenging and challenge those upper abs as well. So a good 3 seconds down, and then you can pull those legs back up. If it hurts your back to lift your legs up straight, bend your knees and pull them in, and then extend your legs out, back up at the top if you need to. So come up, legs up, and then go down slow. Bring the knees in, and then legs up, and then you can go down slow. So that's one way to approach it. On those, if you need to modify, I would modify to an alternating single leg drop or leg lower before I would bend your knees just to see if you control. So it's all about that slow drop and then coming back up and keeping those shoulder blades off the floor. Then we're going to go in. So that's 10 reps on that, on those leg lowers. If you're doing alternating, just go 5 each side. Then we got hip lifts. So this is when we try to keep the feet up, lift, come right back down. It's a very small movement. We did last week. It's very, very challenging. So 10 reps there. If you need to bend your knees on that, you can. You could also do bent knees where you just bring the feet down and come back up. So it's entirely up to you depending on how you're feeling today. So if you need any modifications, toss them in the comments below. I'll make sure in the comments, I'll make sure I answer. Otherwise, we're going to get into this. Side plank, elbow to knee, 6 minutes. 10 reps each side. All right, looks like everybody's good to go. I'm going to hit start on that clock. We got 10 seconds and we're rocking. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So elbow to knee. Every time you touch that elbow to your knee, we should not be letting those hips drop. And if you were here in person, what I would tell you is that I should be able to slide my hand underneath your shin. So if your calf or your shin is touching the ground, we're letting loose through those glutes, and you need to lift up higher off the ground. Down that bottom leg. We do not want that lower leg touching the ground at all. There we go. It should be a full 1 to 2 inches of space between your calf and the ground. Remember, once you get done with 10 each side, then it's the leg lower. So you can bring them up fast, but it's all about going down slowly. There you go. If you can get the shoulder blades off the floor on that, we want them off the floor. So yeah, there you go, McGee. That's it. That'll tighten those upper abs up and help you keep that back flat on the floor while you go through those. That's a good pace right there. Now, I'm going to challenge y'all. If you can squeeze those quads tight and straighten those knees out, do it. For me personally, if I'm doing these, I'm not going to put my feet all the way on the ground because my lower back will start to change positions. You don't have to go all the way down on this. You do what you can control and focus on doing it slowly. Once you finish those leg lowers, then we're going hip lifts. Straight up. This one's going to burn those lower abs primarily. So remember, you're going to try to go straight up as much as possible on that, not back towards your face with those feet. They might do it a little bit, but we're going to minimize that momentum. Got it, folks. You got it. That side plank, elbow to knee. Remember that calf up off the floor. You got to lift up. Should be a hard, there you go. That's it. Should be a hard squeeze to keep that leg up off the ground. Beautiful. Elbow to knee. Reach long every time. Kind of stretch that body out. If you want to make it a little more challenging, you can always keep that top leg in the air every time you reach out. Oh, you got to get some kisses from the dog. They're just waking up. They just want to kiss. They just want to kiss you all the time. Took my little Dotson out this morning. There you go, Rosemary. That's smooth. You got it. 3 full seconds down at least. It's only 10 reps. Goal is to get everybody through this like 3 to 4 times. I would say would be pretty good. Stephanie, are you around 3? 2? Okay, yeah. So 3 to 4 times should be a good estimate. Dolly, you can hold the dog up while you do your leg lowers. Patty looking smooth on that. Remember, usually if we get those shoulder blades up and that head up, it's easier to keep your back in a neutral position, which is what we want on these. We all need to be able to control our legs while keeping the spine stable. Once you get done with those 10 leg lowers, back into the hip lifts. That's it. Everybody's got this down. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Here we go. That's it. That's it. So when you get back to your side plank, this is not a crunch. It's just like those leg lowers. We want to keep that midsection nice and stable and just move your arms as you go through that. Move your arms and legs. See what kind of control we have. There we go. Good work, folks. Good work. Stay with it. About a minute left. Just over a minute left. Ooh, forgot my story here. Got it. Looking smooth. Looking smooth. About 40 seconds left on this. 40 seconds. Keep it up. Got it, Stephanie. That's it. About 20 seconds left. We'll finish up on this and move to the next part. That's it. That's good control. Remember, we'll try to get those shoulder blades up. All right, rest. Good job. Next part, we'll take a break for about a minute, but you will need, if you have a penalty box or those agility squares, we are going to use that. If not, you can always just draw you a little cross on the ground, set something up. Grab some water. We're going to get that heart rate up now. All right, make sure you gather around and that you are able to hear what we're going to talk about. Cut this down. So we are going to finish up. We've got a 6 minute, another 6 minute set. This is going to be every minute on the minute. We're going to do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. There's 3 movements. So with it being 6 minutes, that means we're only going to go through this twice, but these sets are long as you go through this. So 45 seconds of work. I want y'all, because normally I'd say like you might not push really hard. You want to find a pace you can maintain. We're only going to go through this twice. So I'd love to see everybody really dig in and go after it on these 3 movements that we're going to do with this square or with your tape on the ground or agility ladder, whatever you got. So first one is back and forth high knees. So with it being a square, she's just going to go forwards and backwards with those knees up high. So, excuse me, picture as if you're running through tires forwards and backwards. So everybody's seen that picture or video or done that in the past. Just like you got tires, so you have to get the knees up to get your feet over top and back into the next tire. So just think high knees back and forth. So she's going to go 45 seconds on that. Then we're going to pick it up into a hurdle, and she's going to do lateral hurdle hops. So she's going to hop over, shuffle around, hop back over, shuffle around. So just like that. I'll tell you to switch at about halfway through on those so that you can switch sides. On that one, if you want to use like a dumbbell or a kettlebell to hop over, if you don't have a hurdle, that's absolutely fine. You can grab just something to make you hop over a little bit and put a little bit of effort into it. Then we got our 1-2 step overs. This is probably my favorite movement with this. So she's going to go over, 1-2, over, 1-2, and it's usually like a 1-2-3, I think. But she's over, quick feet, over, quick feet, over, quick feet, over. So this is all about being light on those toes, keeping the heels off the ground. That one you should really be able to get those legs popping and get your heart rate up. So those are our 3. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So if you got good music, this is the time to crank it up. If you're outside, listen to the birds a little bit. Otherwise, we're going to go 6 minutes at 45:15. So starting out with those back and forth high knees in about 5 seconds. Forwards and backwards, whether you stay in the square or not. 3, 2, 1, go. Knees up, fast feet, go, go, go. Quick legs. You got to pump the arms. Now, if you can, remember, high knees is high knees, so they got to get up. If it's tripping you out to come out of that penalty box and then go backwards, just stay inside of it. Go forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. That's it right there. But Stephanie's got a much faster pace going now because she's staying inside that box and not actually coming out of it. So just 1-2 back, 1-2 forward, 1-2 back, 1-2 forward. That's it. If you don't have anything to travel forwards and backwards on, just get those knees up. And we are keeping them out wide. You got about 5 seconds. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And rest. All right, 15-second break. And then we're in our lateral hurdle hops. Remember, halfway, we will switch sides. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hop over, shuffle around. There you go, right there. Hop over and then run around. You got it. You got it. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. All right, go the other way. Hop over the other side and then shuffle around. Get it going. Get it going. Killing it, folks. We got about 15 seconds left on this set. You got to stay low. Chop those feet as you go around. Don't reach around. Chop around. 5 seconds. Come on now. Rest. Good work. Good work. All right, we're getting ready for that. Step over, chop the feet, step back over. 1, 2, 3, step. 1, 2, 3, step. Should sound like a drum when those feet hit the ground. Quick feet. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Over, quick, quick, quick. Over, quick, quick, quick. So as many steps as you need to take to get yourself back in rhythm, but ideally only take 2 to 3. Toes, on those toes, go. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2, that's it. Come on, we got this. Keep going. You got about 15 seconds left with that. 15 seconds. There you go. Keep it up. Come on. We got this. 5 seconds left. Quick feet. Remember, heels don't touch the ground. That's quicksand. Rest. All right, back to the top. You got about 10 seconds. We got our back and forth high knees going forward. So 1-2 forward, 1-2 backwards. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. This one is constant movement for that full 45 seconds. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now. Keep it up. You got about 20 seconds left. A little bit less than 20 seconds. Go. Quick feet. Quick feet. Come on now. Come on now. Knees up. It's high knees. Tires. 5 left. Got it, Stephanie. You got it. Rest. Woo. All right, so we're getting ready for those lateral hurdle hops. So hopping over, shuffle around. We will switch halfway through. In 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Come on. That's it. That's it. You got it. Remember, you can step over if you need to lower that impact, or you're hopping with 2 feet. It's good stuff, folks. Keep rocking. And switch sides, going the other way. So come back around, jump, shuffle around. Come on, you got it. You got it. Push the pace. The last time we're going to do this today, we got about 10 seconds left. And rest. Good work, good work, good work. Let's get ready for those 1-2 step overs. Last set on this today. Should be ready to kill it today. Got to. Last set right here. Let's go now. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Get it. Y'all know we're going the whole minute on this, by the way. The last set, your best set. We're stretching after this. You got to max it out. You get to sit down and rest after this. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Push the pace. Push the pace. Last one of the day. Last one. That's it. That's it. We got this. Arms pumping. Staying on the toes. Quick feet. Quick feet. 30 seconds left. You can do anything 30 seconds. Come on now, especially this. Every single person in this group can kill this. That's it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's keep going. Beautiful. Beautiful. 15 seconds. Come on. Come on. You got to keep digging. This is it. We're going to stretch after this. You got this. Dig deep. It's Monday. How are you going to start the week off? You're going to win this. You're going to give up. You got to keep going. Rest. All right. Good job. Good job. Everybody killed that. Killed it. Be fist bumps all around right now if we were in person. Grab some water if you need it. And then we're going to stretch out. It's good stuff. Appreciate everybody working that hard. All right, I got it up on the screen. We're going to roll right into our pancake stretch. So let's start dead center on this one today, and we'll get a good 30 seconds on this. So just reach as far as you can. We're going to hold 30 seconds. As you go through this, think about breathing in deeply through the nose, and every time you go to breathe out through the mouth, so you should be able to drop down a little bit lower. All right, let's get it. Walk those hands out in front. If you want to grab your legs and pull, you can. Let's get about 10 seconds longer on this one. Just reach and breathe, reach and breathe. All right, we're going to go to the right. all the way to the right side. Grab some shoe and pull. You got it. You got it. Just reach and breathe. Remember, reach and breathe. All right, let's go to the other side. Reach and breathe. All right, now we're going to lay on your side. We're going to stretch your quads from your side. So just grab that foot, pull it up behind you. Try to pull that whole leg back so you feel a good pull on that thigh, in front of your thigh. Keep holding, go about 5 seconds longer. All right, let's switch sides. Big quad stretch, big stretch. All right, folks, that is it for today. Great way to start your week.